As our focus turns toward protecting the environment, nature, which offers some valuable lessons, may prove to be our best teacher. Bioremediation is a natural process that's been taking place in nature for millions of years. The model for soil decontamination in a growing number of waste management programs, accelerated bioremediation, is now being used to help organizations improve their environmental performance and reduce health risks in the workplace. With 236 production and 63 engineering and R&D centers in 23 countries on 5 continents, Magna is one of the largest automotive parts suppliers in the world and is at the forefront of social and environmental responsibility. Magna designs, develops, and manufactures automotive systems, assemblies, modules and components, and engineers and assemblies complete vehicles, primarily for sale to original equipment manufacturers, OEMs, of cars and light trucks. Roll Stamp Manufacturing, division of Magna, located in Concord, Ontario, Canada, has recently started to use bioremediation at their plant.
The environmental initiatives at Roll Stamp truly do include reduction, reuse, and recycling. We also ship off our sludge waste and we end up recycling that and making plastics out of it. Recently at this facility we've been installing a floor wash wastewater treatment system that'll treat the oily water, thereby not having to ship it off as hazardous waste.
Switching from using solvent to clean parts, they found a safe and effective alternative.
The environmental best practices that have become an everyday part of life at Roll Stamp include providing secondary containment for our indoor hazardous liquid storage. We provide a shelter for our scrap metal storage outside to prevent the rainwater from entering in our metal scrap bins. Another thing that we do is we involve the employees in a full training from the design phase to training them on our ISO 14001 environmental management system to providing spill response and spill prevention techniques. What made Roll Stamp decide to switch from using solvent is primarily for health and safety reasons. Solvents are highly volatile and also flammable. In order to work with solvents, you really need to be wearing personal protective equipment and to be in a spark-free environment. We wanted to find a water-based parts system that wouldn't end up requiring waiting time in the bath and wouldn't end up rusting the tool steel. So what we found was the Biocircle. Other systems that we looked at would end up either rusting the tool steel or requiring a waiting time in the bath system.
Roll Stamp Manufacturing, a Magna company, uses a bioremediation parts cleaning system called Biocircle.
The Biocircle parts cleaning system is an environmentally friendly, water-based parts washing system. It breaks down contaminants such as oil and grease into mainly water and minor amounts of CO2. In addition to eliminating health and safety and environmental threats, what I like about Biocircle is that the parts washer system requires no use of solvents. Other than filling the system, it really requires no particular maintenance. Another great advantage is that the monthly service contract for hauling and recycling spent solvents is eliminated, along with the environmental waste trail.
Over the last few years, the environment has become the #1 issue in the public eye. We hear examples such as global warming, the weather extremes that we are having, and so on. So we realize now that we have an impact on our environment, and that impact is not all good. And people are becoming more demanding of industry to take actions in this regard.
With this new level of understanding, public sentiment is now calling for greater attention to the environment and specifically for industry to find more sustainable ways to produce their products.
Companies such as Magna are taking action actually on improving their industry relative to the environment. Examples such as the Biocircle technology are showing that Magna and others are actually taking a leadership role in improving their industry with regard to the environment. Also, it shows that they are actually listening to their customers, to their employees, and to the public with respect to improving their sort for the environment.
The system caters to a variety of industries. Among its many users are General Electric, Weyerhaeuser, Toyota, Kraft, Coca-Cola, and NATO. Talk show host and car collector Jay Leno also uses Biocircle to clean parts in his personal garage.
The key feature of the Biocircle technology is actually that we have developed a cleaner which is a very effective cleaner, and we've combined that with harmless microorganisms, and in fact these microorganisms digest the oils and the greases which are produced by cleaning. We have found a way to use these microorganisms to digest these oils and greases and actually produce no hazardous or toxic waste.
In order for an aqueous-based parts washer to be successful for both the seller and the consumer, the company believes 5 things must be accomplished in a cost-effective manner.
For a parts washer like the Biocircle system to be really well accepted by end users, it has to meet several important requirements. First, it has to clean at the same level as solvents. Then it has to be completely safe for both people and the environment. In the case of Biocircle, it is water-based, it is pH neutral, non-toxic, and does not contain VOCs. It must also not create a waste trail. It must be easy to use and easy to service. The Biocircle system meets all of these requirements 100%.
As businesses and organizations become more green conscious, the company is ready to do its part.
Biocircle's goal is to really provide a system to industry which cleans parts and to replace the hundreds of thousands of solvent parts washers in the North American market, but to have a very effective cleaner which is both safe to the environment and safe for people.
To learn more about this safe and eco-friendly alternative to using solvent, visit www.biocircle.com.